What's up, y'all? This is Master Me, Joseph Brown. I had to record this on YouTube. It's not letting me go live right now on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. So I'm going to record this and then see if I can download it to Instagram and Facebook. I want to talk about natural cures and remedies for AIDS, cancer, diabetes, lupus. I mean, there is a number of diseases out here that the doctors, the medical industry, big pharmaceutical companies, they all want us to believe that they are still doing research for cures for these diseases, that there isn't a cure. And the crazy part about it all is I met this holistic medicine doctor that was 81 when I met him. His name is Dr. Sebi, S-E-B-I. He has a lot of information on YouTube and the internet concerning how to take care of yourself, how to rid the body of mucus, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. I met Dr. Sebi 3 years ago on 27th and Center at the Black Holocaust Museum. Okay? It was a closed meeting that, thank God, for whatever reason, I ran into a brother out in South Milwaukee that was donating plasma at the Plasma Center, where I was at the time, donating plasma. And he started telling me about Dr. Sebi and that he was going to have a meeting at this museum on 27th and Center to start basically letting us know that there's different ways to get rid of cancer, diabetes, lupus, heart disease, all these different diseases and ailments that people are dying from left and right in our culture especially. It's all about our diet, the way we eat, the foods we eat, where we shop at. And if you change some of those things, can none of those diseases kill you. They can't live in your body, okay? First and foremost, Dr. Sebi told us that back in 1985, it's only black people that was invited to this group, so I'm gonna let y'all know that. In 1985, he put an ad in the newspaper stating that he had a cure for AIDS, cancer, diabetes, lupus. It was about 17 different diseases that he named. His mother told him the feds was going to come and arrest him. And of course he said that's exactly what he wanted them to do at that time. So sure enough, they came without doing an investigation or anything, locked him up for practicing medicine without a license. Dr. Sebi ended up going to court before the federal Supreme Court judge, which over 200 holistic medicine men, doctors that had been curing people holistically, naturally, curing people of diseases, okay? They all lost their cases before the federal Supreme Court judge. Dr. Sebi was one out of over 200 doctors that did not lose his case before the federal Supreme Court judge. Dr. Sebi won his case. You know what that means? That means that they did not find him guilty. They couldn't, no matter how hard they tried, because they told Dr. Sebi to bring one patient for each of the 17 diseases that he claimed to be able to cure. Dr. Sebi went a step further than that. He had like 85 patients that he treated for all these various different diseases, sent them back to the doctor from accredited universities, supposedly, that had diagnosed all these people with all these different diseases. After he cured them, he sent them back to their doctor that diagnosed them, and they all received a clean bill of health from their original doctors. That's right, just like I said. They all received a clear, clean bill of health from their doctors that originally diagnosed them with AIDS, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, lupus, whatever you can think of, okay? Dr. Sebi then sent them all to a third-party doctor that was not affiliated, didn't know anything about it, and they all got a clean bill of health from another doctor. All these witnesses, even though Dr. Sebi only needed 17 witnesses to show up in court, one from each disease that he had treated and cured, not just treated, but cured, to come to court. So he had 85 show up in court with all their paperwork from these doctors from supposed to be accredited universities now. And that's what Dr. Sebi told the judge, the federal Supreme Court judge. These are your doctors, their diagnoses, and after I treated them, I sent them back to you some more accredited doctors from universities. Y'all said, y'all gave them diplomas, said they was accredited. And they all gave all these patients, all 85 of them, a clean bill of health. So the judge, the federal Supreme Court judge, asked Dr. Sebi, how did he do this? And Dr. Sebi told them he never been to school a day in his life. That's right, he never been to school. He never read a book a day in his life. This was back in 1985, okay? So, when I met him 3 years ago, it was 2015. So that's 30 years later. So when I met him, he was 81. So do the math. He was roughly around 50. So in 50 years of his life, he had never read a book. Okay? So he said, I came from a jungle woman from the jungles of Africa. My mom taught me everything I know, and I never, ever disrespect my mother. And when Dr. Sebi got finished explaining himself to him, the federal Supreme Court judge told him, he says, you know what? I believe that you cure AIDS, you cure cancer, diabetes, heart disease, lupus, all these different diseases, just like you say you do. And Dr. Sebi said, hold on, but there's more. And the judge says, what's that? Dr. Sebi was telling us this story, so I heard it from the horse's mouth, okay? Dr. Sebi said, he told the judge that there's only one freaking disease. One disease. And the doctor sat there and looked as stupid, was like, what do you mean? You just brought all these different patients in from over 17 different diseases that you have cured them all of. So can you explain that there's only one disease? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So Dr. Sebi told the judge, the federal Supreme Court judge, there's only one disease, and that's mucus. If you rid the body of mucus, no disease can live in your body. Okay? And he said the way to rid the body of mucus is to replace nutrients and minerals in place of said disease. Well, in place of the mucus, get rid of the mucus. AIDS can't live in your body. Cancer can't live in your body. Diabetes, none of that stuff can live in your body. Okay? Evicted. Got to go. Case closed. So when Dr. Sebi got finished, mind you, he did not have a lawyer. The only thing he had was his own self and all 85 of his witnesses and all of their casework, their paperwork, their files from all these different doctors. 170 doctors. Yeah. From supposed to be accredited universities. Their papers, which was their testimony, basically saying that they were all cured. They didn't have no diseases any longer. So the judge was so pissed off, he told Dr. Sebi and all of his witnesses to get the hell out of his courtroom. Dr. Sebi had said that if you have mucus in the lungs, bronchitis, it's just mucus. Get rid of the mucus, the bronchitis gotta go. Okay? So I would say that would be the same for pneumonia or any other chest cavity infection or bacteria or mucus, whatever it is. You know, I'm not a research person like that. I'm only researching and studying Dr. Sebi and his research. So I'm hearing this from the horse's mouth, and I'm just basically going back, remembering this day from about 3 years ago and this lecture that he gave us. And since then, I've been on YouTube looking at Dr. Sebi's research and listening to him give lectures all around the world where he's talking about this information. If you keep your body alkaline, you ever heard that term before? Think about a car battery. As long as a car battery is alkaline, it will run. If it is acidic in nature, just like your body, it will not work correctly, just like your body. If you have too much acid build up, if your body is acidic in nature, it's going to start to corrode, just like that battery. Your body is electric, okay? It needs foods that are alive, okay? It needs foods that are from nature, that are organic. Not no hybrids or nothing like that made in a laboratory by Frankenstein scientists. Just like the weed y'all smoking. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but that weed y'all smoking, that loud, that dro, all that good stuff is made in a laboratory. If it don't got no seeds in it, it didn't come from Mother Nature, it ain't no damn good for you. Smoke weed if you want to, that's on you. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna smoke it, even though smoking ain't the best, they got CBD oils, hemp, all kinds of other stuff out here that is way better for you, that will help keep you from getting cancer, that will help keep you from being sick. That's out here, okay? I would advise that you switch over to it. I'm not a doctor, okay? So you ain't got to take my word for any of this stuff. All I say is all the information is out there. Do your research. Study to show yourself approved. It says that in the Bible. It doesn't just mean to study the Bible. It means to study everything. Study math, study science, study history. I ain't talking about that bullshit history that they give us in history class in the Milwaukee public schools. I'm talking about where you from. What's your history? We are all, especially, see this color, see this skin? Aborigines of this land, okay? Once they covered the dirt up with concrete and made roads everywhere, then they basically took our land. Our land, we come from the dirt. We are from the dust, from the dirt, it says in the Bible, of this earth. We didn't come from Africa. Most of us that's this color, you see that we don't have a nationality. They call us black, African American. We are Negroid, okay? Just like a lot of Asians and Chinese, they are Mongolianoid, okay? Black folks, we are Negroid. Negro is not a color. Black is not a color. African American is not a color. I hate to be the ones to tell y'all this, but I need y'all to wake the F up. Start studying. Start finding out where the heck you came from. Start finding out where your DNA is from, who you are composed of, okay? There's United States Corporation and there's United States of America, okay? You need to know about both. You need to know what the difference is. I'm just going to say this. Your birth certificate from the day you was born, it's worth money. Social Security card, it's worth money. Okay? A lot of y'all ain't going to understand this. A lot of y'all ain't going to hear me. Y'all just going to be stuck in the dark. Just like when Jesus was walking on the face of this earth, he spoke in parables. He was telling us all this stuff, all the people that was living at that time, about all the stuff that they had did, that their birthright was stolen. And they had to speak in, he had to speak in parables because the Sadducees and the Pharisees and the people in power at that time, had he came out and spoke to y'all like I'm talking to y'all in layman's terms, they would have killed him immediately. Okay? Eventually they got around to the business of doing it when they learned what he was really up to, what he was really telling the people about all of their deceit. Ever since we've been born, they've been lying to us from day one, even in the public schools. The only thing that they can't lie about is math. Okay, math is going to always be the same in Milwaukee, New York, China, Japan, Russia. It's going to always be the same all across the board throughout the world, okay? So they can't lie to us about math. But they have lied to us about history. They have lied to us about, man, every other subject, science. I need y'all to do more research about protein and what is protein. Ask those kind of questions. What is protein? Where's protein from? And don't just go on what you think it is from what you've been told. Do some serious research, okay? Melanin. What is melanin? Study some of Dr. Sebi's videos and listen to him talk about melanin. Just Google melanin and Dr. Sebi. Google protein and Dr. Sebi. And listen to some of the talks that he has about these things and what they are. Because we've been lied to. Okay? And I'm going to say it like this, far as we've been lied to about protein. Melanin is basically the color of your skin. You see that? That's brown. That's beautiful brown skin. Okay? Melanin, the color of your skin, is determined by the amount of carbon that's in your blood. Got nothing to do with no dang melanin, okay? Carbon dioxide, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay? Those of you that know about science, that studied a little bit of science in college, y'all have a better idea of what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from. Those of you that ain't never been to college, I guess you don't even have a clue as to what I'm talking about. All I can say is start studying. That's it. Study to show yourself approved. There's a lot of research out there. Dr. Sebi been putting out there for years. TLC, Left Eye from TLC. She went to Dr. Sebi's compound a long time ago. That's where she ended up getting killed at. She was on Dr. Sebi's compound. She had took some of her friends there when she found out about him and that he was curing all these different diseases. And she brought her friends there because he had some hot springs, water with different minerals and salts and stuff like that. And I don't know what else was in the water, but they said this water had healing properties. If you got in this water, it would take away your aches and pains. It would make your body feel 100% better, okay? It would heal you basically in so many different ways, okay? So I need you to start researching this stuff. If you have any of these diseases, you really need to do your research, do your homework. Stop listening to these damn doctors telling you to take insulin shots, telling you to go to dialysis and all this other stuff. because you do not have to do any of that shit. That's bullshit, okay? Now, I'm telling you like this. I have no anger in me. I don't have anything but love. I will not, if anybody tell you some kind of way, some bullshit about me committing suicide or killing myself or hurting myself or any bullshit like that, it's all a lie. Because I don't want to hurt all this beautiful skin, this gorgeousness. This is handsome. You know, I don't want to hurt none of this. A lot of holistic medicine doctors that was putting this information out, that was teaching people how to take care of themselves without chemotherapy, without going to doctors, without having to have surgeries, they all mysteriously start coming up missing, start getting killed, start blowing their own brains out, committing suicide, jumping off of bridges, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Okay? Dr. Sebi, 2 years ago, or 2 years after I met him, I should say, went to one of these countries to buy some herbs for his natural cures and remedies. He alerted the authorities that him and his associate was coming to town. He had $36,000 in cash to buy herbs with and medicines, stuff that he was using to make medicines. And his associate had $20,000 in cash on him. I don't know what happened to Dr. Sebi's associate, but I know Dr. Sebi was taken into custody when he landed. They took his money. They locked him up. They didn't give him a bail. They didn't give him a court date. 2 or 3 months later, he supposedly died in police custody for pneumonia. Of pneumonia. While they were supposedly taking him to the hospital to be treated. Not the doctor that cures all diseases. Ironically, right? He gonna die of pneumonia out of every single thing that he could have died of. When I met Dr. Sebi, he was 81 years old. He was the strongest 81-year-old that I ever met in my life, ever. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi knew how to take care of himself. He knew what to do to keep from getting sick. And if he did get sick, he knew what to do to get rid of it. Like that. Okay? So, don't listen to no bullshit. That's all it is. It's bullshit that people are running around here telling you big pharmaceutical companies can't make money off of cures. Doctors can't make money off of cures. If they cure you, they can't make money off of you. So I need y'all to understand this stuff. I need y'all to do your research, do your homework. At least check out Dr. Sebi and some of his research, okay? He eventually became an engineer, okay? He had to learn about biochemistry and all kinds of different stuff from a scientific vantage point, because those was going to be some of his biggest critics and the people that he would be up against that would be disputing the stuff that I'm telling you about Dr. Sebi. So he had to learn everything from a scientific vantage point so he can explain it to all these people, all the naysayers, all the liars, all of the crooks. The doctors are crooks. I hate to be the one to tell you this. The lawyers, they are crooks. They got their license from the state bar. Their duty is to the state bar. Next is to the courtroom. Then your rights and everything else, they serve you last. So I don't even know why you even hire a lawyer or a liar. The only way you got a chance is if you paying them enough money to make your shit go away, okay? They say the truth will set you free. That's a lie, because all they do is lie, okay? Whoever has the most educated liar representing them, and they have to be representing you, that means you pay them, you paid the judge, you paid the prosecutor. So not guilty verdict is in order, definitely. So I want to let you guys know, no, I do not want to harm myself in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So if mysteriously something happens to me, I come up missing or anything like that, you know the government has something to do with it. Big pharmaceutical companies, they had something to do with it because they had something to do with Dr. Sebi being killed since 1985 after he went in that courtroom and embarrassed the hell out of them and let them know that they was all liars and they was basically full of shit, that there is a cure for every single disease known to man. They made all these different diseases in a laboratory. Yes, mad scientists, they are. So I'm giving you the word like it was given to me to pass it along. So this video is out here. It's going to be out here. I'm going to put it on social media. So when you see it, you will have every bit of information you need to start your research to see, especially if you got any of these diseases, that it can be cured. He said, Dr. Sebi said, as long as you keep your body a pH of 7.5 or higher, keep your body in alignment, keep it alkaline. Drink spring water. I drink spring water, Crystal Farm spring water from the Outpost, 9.0 pH. Okay? You want to drink alkaline water. That means it has minerals and nutrients in it that are from the earth, natural. You don't want to have to go out and start buying iron, copper, different zinc, different minerals to supplement your body with. Unless you're getting it in a liquid form, unless you're getting it in the herbs, and you drinking these herbs and you taking these herbs, it all has the right minerals, nutrients, vitamins in it. If you drink the right water, most of that stuff is in the water, okay? Nutrients and minerals that our body needs. We don't really even need food to live. As long as we put all the right vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in our body, we can live off a liquid diet, okay? Think about a baby. When a baby's born, what do they live off of? Milk. Preferably milk from your breast, from the body. The body will sustain the baby. What was the baby taking in all the whole time while it was inside the body? What do you feed the baby when it comes out the body? Okay? Think about this stuff now. What did we start eating after we came off milk? Little Gerber, little jars. Remember all them little jars with different color, like what? Squash, peas, mixed fruits. Guess what that stuff is? Nothing but pureed fruits, vegetables. That's what we were fed as babies. Gerber babies, all y'all Gerber babies out there, remember that stuff? Then we went to like instant cereal, oatmeal, different things like that. I was told oatmeal is not good for us. Don't eat oatmeal, okay? Do your research and you'll understand why. Certain things I can only tell you from what I experienced. Certain things I can tell you from what other people have told me. Certain things I can tell you from certain research that I've done. But I need y'all to study to show y'all self-approved. I need y'all to do your own research. Don't take anything I say. Okay, don't take nothing I say. Research it. Okay? Research the stuff I'm telling you. It's very important to our health, to our life, to our mental health, to our sanity, mental illnesses. It's very important and it's connected to all of that stuff, okay? You need iron in your body. As long as you have iron in your body, it's gonna attract most of the other nutrients and minerals that your body needs. You can live off of water for a long time. You can, as long as it has everything in it that our body needs. Most of the 120 some minerals and nutrients that our body needs, it's in the water. You might need a few vitamins here and there, but don't take the stuff off the shelf. Don't take nothing in a pill form. That stuff does not have all the stuff in it that we need, and it got all kinds of other stuff in it that we don't need. You need to get everything organically. There's a group on Facebook, Dr. Sebi, something that says cures, natural cures. You have to get an invite, and you have to tell them why you want to join that group. Tell them you want to learn about, saving your life from different diseases or something. I don't know. Think of something good. And then you can get an invite to this group. You can go on my page and see, because I'm a part of this group. And just do what you got to do to get in this group, because they're always talking about the different cures for different diseases and stuff like that, okay? So I do want you, I don't want to keep on prolonging this video, making it longer without giving you any direct information that you can use. But I don't want to say too much on camera. I mean, I probably said more than enough anyway. Study to show yourself approved, okay? I'm going to let this one go on that note. Dr. Sebi was a real dude. He was cool. He was a cool brother. He wanted to save black people's lives. And now his life has been taken, okay? But we want to keep his memory alive. We don't want him to have died in vain. So I need y'all to study who Dr. Sebi was and keep his memory alive by keeping us alive, keeping each other alive. Start learning how to love one another and stop killing each other, okay? Thank you. Because that's what they want us to do. It's all about money. Like I said, your birth certificate and social security card is worth money. Study it, look up that stuff too and study it. Look it up, Google it, look it up on YouTube especially. A lot of people out there talking about it other than me. Peace. I'll talk to y'all later.